Hi YouTube, it's me, the Shy Pianist, or you may know me as Donald of Zephyr War Games, bringing you, as requested, I think from the channel, but yeah, Dale's asked me to give you a updated Mayakashi deck profile. So for me this is deck 60, Shizuru, and yeah, Mayakashi's. So we recently got a new new card for support, and so yeah, he asked me what would it be like to be now playing the new card, and because of my deck build with the new changes in ban lists and stuff like that. Okay, so first and foremost, as I always like to go into this, my sleeves are standard size, purely because I can't get these sleeves in Yu-Gi-Oh size or small size, and yeah, that's it. I just love these sleeves, as with all the other ones I do have. Okay, so getting straight into it, you're playing the triple Hajun, the Winged Mayakashi. This is your go-to card combo piece in the deck, allowing you to special summon one Mayakashi from your deck. It's as simple as, really. And of course we have I play two Daki, the Graceful Mayakashi. Some people play this at 1, but I generally like to play her at 2, simply because if in the event that one of your one and only copy gets banished, you still have a second one to rely on. Of course, this is the busted level 2 tuner that revives itself whenever you summon an extra deck Mayakashi. Next, I still play the free Shafru. People have been commented that you probably don't want to be playing this at 3 because you don't want to see it as much. I see the argument for there, but I generally like to play this at 3 so that you can still pull off your plays with Hajun as much as possible. And even so, you can still revive your bigger Mayakashis. And generally, the thing that is looked over is that when you do revive from the grave, the monster that you do revive has its effects negated. But you generally just use them to synchro up or link up. Okay, on to the new card. I only have the 1 copy, sorry, but I would be playing 2 of the new card, which is Yuki Masumi, the Ice Mayakashi. Her effect is that if you can control a Mayakashi card other than Yuki Masumi, the Ice Mayakashi, while this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card, then summon 1 zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect of Yuki Masumi, the Ice Mayakashi, once per turn. You cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck except Mayakashi monsters. So the standard effect of you're locked into Mayakashis in the extra deck, but generally her purpose is to send Daki, or in this case, and now I've changed it up, you'll be sending Mizuki to then help you extend your plays when you're synchro summoning up, and you can get some really nice boards with this card. So yeah, she's a very nice card to have in the deck, and a new asset to the plays. And as of course, I'm playing the 1 Gamma Seal, Kamungus, Gandara, Dogoran, Thunder King, and the 1 Jizakuru. Yes, you may remember that I'm still played the Kaiju Engine, and now that we've got Slumber at 3, this is even more so to be playing this. I've now bumped it up with an extra Kaiju, Jizakuru, or alternatively for options for what the deck mainly does, you can go with 3 Dogoran and 3 Thunder King, because the ideal play is to be playing your Thunder King on your side of the field and then doing 3 attacks with it. Nonetheless, having the options in your Kaijus is very much so needed, but generally if you do playing this build, word of caution is if you ever have Kyoto Waterfront, just be wary of giving your opponent the lower smaller Kaijus, as they can respond. Other than that, Kaijus is still a very strong and powerful engine to be playing for any deck in this sort of format. Okay, next we have triple Prankatops. This is just generally to help do more massive damage. Obviously, getting rid of floodgates, as well as, the back row destruction, or maybe even cards that are just problematic on the field. Nonetheless, Prangatop's just adds a bit of extra damage in top when you're trying to OTK with this deck. Yes, my build is generally for that case, and that's why it's really a go second deck. Next, you play triple Mizuki. I couldn't find two others, but you get the idea. Triple Mizuki, obviously this is just sending, it's just reviving your synchro monsters, and you get their effects from it. And now with the new Yuki Masumi, you can send it to grave, and as you're synchro summoning up, you can then Mizuki banish and summon. As you're finishing your plays, you can summon out YUGIOH or any of the big powerful ones, and then you can even synchro up again, which is actually pretty nice to have in the deck as an option. So that's it for the monsters. Next we continue to the spells. We have triple Mayakashi return. Simple case of you can either add or send to the graveyard, and I generally add this add Hajun, because it's your go-to combo piece. Or if you need to send Daki to grave, you can send Daki to grave, and then with Hajun you summon Shafu. Simple as and really easy to have. With the Kaijus, I play 2 Waterfront. I don't play Terraform with this deck because Waterfront is not integral to the plays. It just helps to add your Kaijus in necessary if you need to. You get a lot of counters when you synchro climbing up into your higher level monsters, and it's just generally there to add a bit more consistency to search Kaijus rather than having to just dead draw them. And of course, we have triple slumber. So because I'm playing with triple slumber, this is the reason why I've gone with 6 Kaijus now, because effectively in any game, probability wise, you could effectively do pull off all 3 slumbers. Now, it's not something that would be desired to, but having 3 slumbers is very nice to have. Now for the one-offs, Foolish Burial, just to send Daki, or you can now send Masumi to then revive and then send as a Mizuki. You can even send Mizuki itself. Options are very good to have in the deck. They have the one for one, summon Hajun. You can summon Yuki Masumi, but do caution of note that you won't get her effect. She has to be special summoned by her and effected then send from deck to grave. The one Raigeki for Bob White, Darkhold for Bob White, and 1 Monster Reborn, because you still get your big synchro monsters effects when you revive from grave. For back row destruction, I go with 2 Twin Twisters. You can bump this up to 3. You can even play Red Reboot. The choices are there, but in this current format, you're better off playing something like Twin Twisters, because Red Reboot is only effectively good against Altergeist or Guru Control, and having the discard is just unbricks out like your Mizuki in hands, because I've had a few test hands or a few games where I just had Mizuki in hand and couldn't deal with them, because most of your normal summons is for your Hajun or your actual Mayakashi monsters, so having Mizuki in hand is sort of a bit of a problem. And round up the deck, we have triple Called by Grave. This is obviously to stop Ash, to stop Bell, because Bell does hurt the deck, but mainly Ash, because a lot of the deck does rely on you being able to search or special summon from deck. And yeah, enough said really. So that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I haven't really changed it at all. So I'm just gonna blast it through it. So straight in to Yukiona, Ice Mayakashi for this, for the play. 2 Oboro Guma, 2 Suji Gumo. Sorry, 2 I play triple Tengu, triple Yoko, and triple Gashadora Kulo. So yeah, generally I go with the higher levels rather than the lower levels, because generally in your sense of play, you'll be synchro climbing into your high levels, and when your higher levels get destroyed, you'll be then going back into the next one down. Very rarely often would you ever have a case scenario where you would have to then go from Gasha Dokuro all the way back down to Oboguma, sorry. and then have to synchro climb back up. But that's not really generally the case, because you would then sort of, they'll attack, and halfway through you just like end up back to the mid-level ones, and then you then synchro climb back up. Hence that you would prefer to play the higher levels than the lower levels. So that is really it with the new updated build. There's not really much change, but the deck is very flexible. Once again, as I've mentioned in my previous profile, the Mayakashis can be very flexible in how you choose to play it. There's also obviously a lot of other people do play the Shiranui cards. They can play the Uni-Zombie engine, basically allowing you to then make use of Vampire Sucker and all those other cards for what zombies can do. So that is really it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as always guys, happy dueling!